Hello everyone and welcome to my third seminar for the Capacities and Skills exercise. So starting with case 1, we have a male basketballer performing the barbell box step up. So we'll watch the movement in full speed for 4 repetitions to start with. So breaking it down into to the slow-mo footage and a couple of still frames to follow, we can see that this athlete struggles with some aspects of the unilateral strength work. This athlete's very confident in squatting and deadlifting where he has more stability on the ground, but asking him to perform these movements on one leg, and you can see how apprehensive he is, particularly with the barbell in the position that it is. So for this exercise I did originally ask him to perform a couple of step-ups, and I noticed that he used his arms quite liberally to keep himself stable, which is why I asked him to perform the same movement with the barbell in the sort of back squat position. So I gave him a couple of instructions to make the top leg do the majority of the work, to try to lean into the step up, and to make sure that he doesn't sort of fully recover onto that back leg. So as soon as we start the exercise here, you can see that he's reluctant to bring his knee up into the kind of full horizontal position. What he does do nicely, in fact, is he does lead with his kind of upper body, and he does remain looking up in front throughout. But you can see as he steps up, he's hesitant to pause at the top or hold that fully upright position for any longer than he feels he needs to, and then he's straight back down again. So this is the position I've asked him to try to maintain, which he doesn't actually ever complete. He does in fact fully come back into that backwards position where he's almost stood upright vertically, which we'll see in the next frame. So I believe this athlete is restricted in this movement due to the skill element, and it's very much a balance and coordinated issue that he struggles with. Case 2, we have a male triathlete performing a bent over row. So I instructed this guy to perform the bent over row with a weight that he felt comfortable performing 10 reps to. Straight away it seems pretty obvious where his limitations are here, and I think it's not so noticeable in the full speed one, because he does look quite confident with the weight he's lifting, even though there's plenty to critique on. But in the slow-mo you can really see that he's not maintained his position from the hip, and he's actually turning it into almost like a total body movement here. So here, the still, you can see he's actually nicely positioned in the starting position, hinged from the hip. And in this frozen frame here, you can see how he just changes his body throughout the actual repetition. I like this position here. His head's in a nice position, looking at the floor in front. But you can see here, halfway through the repetition, he almost flexes his neck to stare towards the floor as he stands almost quite upright in the repetition. So there's huge issues here with this movement, from a technical point of view, from probably a safety point of view as well, and actually also trying to impact the muscles and systems that we actually want to be hitting with this exercise. So it's kind of flawed throughout. I feel that this is a major limitation simply because he doesn't have the capacity to cope with the weight that he's chosen. So the ability is restricted by the capacity of him to manage that weight. Thanks for watching, guys.